Welcome to Shell Sunninghill. Today is our first day on site. What we're doing over here is we're putting together a 90 kilowatt SIG energy inverter system. This is a hybrid system with 350 kilowatt hours of storage, and we're going to have close on 150 kilowatt peak of solar panels. The solar panels are going to be spread across the site. We have 90 panels coming on the canopy, and the remainder of the panels coming on custom carport structures, which we will be erecting over the next few weeks. As you can see, we've just received delivery of the solar panels. The forklift is currently offloading them. These are the Longi 620 watt modules. We'll be using them throughout this entire site. We're starting with the canopy solar panel mounting structures. What you see here behind me is the purlins, which are going to be used, and they're going to be attached to the I-beams of the actual canopy structure. Thereafter, the entire panel array is going to be attached to these purlins. We'll be putting together the mounting structures. Thereafter, we'll be installing the panels on top of it. We're going to be using this scissor lift to do all the lifting of the equipment onto the canopy. The guys are busy putting their safety harnesses on. Thereafter, the team will go up and install lifelines. Working at heights, health and safety is extremely important. Our health and safety inspector must sign off on every single lifeline and ensure that everyone is using their safety harnesses correctly. What we have here is a scissor lift in front of us. This is what we use to access the canopy as well as lift all equipment onto the canopy. This is what we find is the most safe way to lift equipment and to access the canopy. Using things like step ladders is not allowed at all, and with a fixed scaffolding, lifting equipment to the roof becomes quite tricky. So we have this machine on site for the entire duration of the canopy installation. Welcome to the top of the canopy at Shell Sunninghill service station. This canopy is going to have a total of 81 solar panels. We're going to have 17 rows of 3 panels over there, with 6 rows of 5 panels on the subsection. We've got the guys installing the panels today. As you can see, the mounting structures on the main part of the canopy have already been installed, and now they're paneling it up before they move on to this subsection of the canopy over here. This canopy will have a total of 81 panels on top of it. We're using the space to the max. This particular mounting structure that you see over here is a bespoke designed canopy mounting structure that was designed for us by designed and manufactured for us by Lumax Energy. We've used their structures on a number of our sites, and we're extremely happy with the structures. Generally, we expect the canopy structure to take 2 to 3 days to build out and another 2 days to lay the panels. We then, at the same time, we typically do cable trays and run cables for the strings. We're about to commission the system here at Shell Sunninghill. We're just doing final preps before commissioning. All cables and everything have been tested, and now it's just for doing the SIG Energy commissioning through the app. Over here we have the SIG Energy 120 kilowatt gateway, and next to it we have our changeover box. The first thing we're going to do is open up this gateway, and I'm going to show you what we have inside. We've got our grid. This circuit breaker supplies mains power to the system. We have our backup port. This sends power back from the system to the loads, and we have our generator port, which supplies generator power to the system. These circuit breakers over here are for all our inverters, 1 to 6, which you will see in the other room. And what we're going to start off by doing is supplying the system with mains power. All the connections have been tested already, and that's why we can continue with a commissioning process. We're now going to supply power to the SPD, then inverter 1, inverter 2, inverter 3, inverter 4, inverter 5, and inverter 6. For now, we're going to leave the backup port off, and we're going to leave the generator port off. We've got the site still running. That's because the changeover switch is on grid at the moment. Along and watch the process. Perfect. What do you think?
The gateway is in a separate room compared to the inverters. So we'll start off by switching on the first inverter, set DC power through to the first inverter now. We'll move on to inverter 2, inverter 3, inverter 4, 5, and 6. All the inverters now have AC power.
Okay, so we're starting off by scanning the QR code on the side of inverter 1, all right, and that is going to begin our commissioning process.